What's good, YouTube fams? It's Mr. Bean here, formerly of Black Gunner 617. I'm introducing my new channel name, which is BlickTV. That content on BlickTV will have to do with Second Amendment in the urban community, travel, leisure, and travel. I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. I travel multiple times a year. Obviously, with the coronavirus, speaking of that, I have to bring it up. With the coronavirus, my travel, let's say, plans has been shelved for this year. In the next week or so, 2 weeks, I was supposed to be in sunny Ocho Rios, Jamaica, which is not happening this time. Hopefully, I can see that trip maybe in the next few months or so if this corona thing subsides and goes away. In the meantime, I'll be working on producing some new content for Blick TV. I'm here at work brainstorming it right now. As you can see, I'm somewhat of an essential worker. I work in security and I help do a lot of, let's say, internal observations for businesses. So as you can see, I'm sitting behind the camera, observing a lot what's going on and trying to stay safe. You know what I mean? Staying safe, wearing the mask, wearing the gloves. Y'all have to do that. Wash your hands every time. Wash your hands as much as you can. Don't touch your face, which is the hardest thing to do, as much as you can. And, be safe in public. But in the meantime, I will be, let's say, uploading some new content on Blick TV. If you don't know what a Blick is, you're living under a rock. This is for my urban community here in Boston. And, I'm trying to teach the brothers about exercising their Second Amendment rights and taking advantage of it. If you're not a felon or criminal, you have the opportunity to exercise your Second Amendment rights here in Massachusetts, even though we're one of them states where, everything's restricted. You still have the right to protect yourself and your family. So with that being said, I got a couple of little tools I'm going to present and do some reviews on. I'm going to be doing some training soon with a new trainer that I just met right before the corona outbreak took effect. So I'm going to be learning some new defensive home training, defensive training with my pistol to defend my home and actually to defend myself when I'm in public if I had to, and do it the right way. So I'm on that journey. Follow me on this journey. It's going to be it's going to be exciting for me. I shoot at the range, indoor range. I get a couple of shots in once or twice a month. It's been a while, so let's say it's been more than maybe 3 months since I've been to a range to put some shots down range. So with that being said, I met a great guy at one of our local gun shops when I was recently replenishing my stock right before this coronavirus. Things was flying off the shelf in the gun shops. So I replenished some of my ammo stock, and while doing so, I met a great guy. He's from my community, and he's an NRA trainer. And he's NRA certified trainer. So I'm going to be training with this guy in the near future, hopefully in the summer, and do some outdoor shooting, which I'm dying to do. And I'm going to be basically, let's say, capturing all these moments so I could present them to you guys on YouTube. So remember, This is just the introduction of BlickTV. Like and subscribe. It's Mr. Bean, your host of BlickTV. I will be on a few podcasts with my man T Hickstory. He's one of my good friends, and he has this podcast that he does, and is based on everyday life and things that's going on, and about what's things in the neighborhood, about life period. Great guy. He's a rapper. He raps. He works hard. He takes care of himself. So I'll be on his podcast giving a little insight about us in the urban community in Boston being more, let's say, aware that we can exercise our two-way rights. That's a stigma in the hood in Boston where brothers think that they cannot do this, and we can. The fear of the cop shooting us and things like that. We have to put that beside our fear and and basically exercise our rights. So stay tuned. It's Mr. Bean at BlickTV. I'm coming at y'all hard this time around. I'm going to be having some contents. I don't care if I'm going to do a content on this soda right here. I'm going to do a content on that soda. So please, just like and subscribe. You know what I mean? Plus, I'll be doing some travel stuff. I just came from Vegas. I could probably put up... Actually, I'm going to put up a little video of me in the desert in Vegas, actually. Just roaming the desert by myself, me and my wife, taking a ride out to the desert, Red Canyons, and just strolling around and taking pictures and seeing nature. So part of my channel will be travel, and it will be two-way content. So I'll show you guys some travel from my last Vegas trip. I just went to Vegas about a month ago, right before the corona outbreak. So I'll put that up. So once again, BlickTV, Mr. Bean, subscribe.